It's got to be real.
Be real. Be real. Right, guys. Today we've got super welterweight world champion Demetrius Andrade. How you doing, Demetrius? Are you doing well?
Yes, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great, baby. Everything is well.
That's good. That's good. Now, Demetrius, you've just come off a spectacular win. I was watching you live, right? You absolutely whooped Brian Rose. You used your amateur pedigree and you utilized your jab beautifully. And it's the second time I saw you fight. And I realized you've got a slight bit of Andre Ward in you, and you've got a little bit of history there. And I found out you've got a bit of history with Virgil Hunter. Could you expand on that a little bit and tell us a little bit about where you've trained? Did you train in King's Gym before? Where did you train in your earlier career?
First and foremost, all glory due to the Most High. I believe I have Demetrius Andrade in me and Paul Andrade, not Andre Ward. I had one fight with Virgil Hunter. And that is the best person for me in my boxing career. There's nobody better than him for me. And I believe he is the best, and his time will come while I keep destroying these guys. Now, being in the Bay Area was not fun. I learned some things on, different levels of professional note and, outside stuff. But all glory due to the Most High, and my dad, my trainer, Paul Andrade, will be the best.
Hopefully, man. Now, you're saying you've been with your father, and you give full credit to your dad. What do you think about people who are with the father? I mean, you've got Ruben Guerrero, who's training his son. You've got Floyd Mayweather Senior training his son, and you got Sean Porter and his father. What is it about training with your dad that helps you so much?
It's like you're in war. It's like you're in war, and in war, you want somebody that's going to protect you, help you, and guide you through victory, and and when you're in the trenches and it's hot and the sun's out and the light's on you, and you might be getting hit with a few punches you shouldn't be getting hit with, and you need an answer. I'm gonna want to look over to my dad and find them answers so I can come out with the W. Makes it so special about father and son relationships. I know, everybody, the fathers, because Mayweather goes through what he goes through, like whatever, it means you have to go with everybody. There's great relationships out there as long as both parties are willing and able and to put pride and ego to the side and understand you're going to have jokes at times, you're going to be serious at times. But understand when it comes down to it, the person that has the best interest for you is the person that breeds you, helps you get there, and shows you the way.
Definitely, very inspiring words for me, brother. Lara and Canelo, they're going to be fighting soon. And I wanted to know, who do you pick for that fight? And who do you think will win that fight?
Me, I honestly do not care who wins the fight. I will fight the loser and the winner, or if it's a draw, I will fight either one of them. Doesn't matter to me because you put me in the ring with both of them, I will clearly hand it to them with no problem. It's going to be a good night of boxing to watch because you got two different styles going in there. Supposed to be, high caliber fighters, but we're going to really see who is really the best of the best.
Now, Demetrius, I realize you've got a tremendous amateur career, right? And a lot of people don't know this, but you defeated Keith Thurman in the amateurs. Am I correct?
Yes, I fought him, and I have, gave him the same beating. He's my boy, though. I want to see him do good, but it is what it is.
Now, now that you guys are in the pro ranks, and Keith Thurman, he's come on a lot as a fighter, and a lot of fighters are ducking him in the welterweight division, as you'll be aware. Would you be up for fighting him in the super welterweight division? Because he has fought 154 pounds before.
Yes, we have fought at 154 pounds before. He's at 147. I am at 154. He is not in my weight class, so there's no need for me to go and talk about somebody in the lower weight class.
He has fought 154 pounds, though, has he not? Would you be up for a fight with Keith Thurman if he was up for that fight at 154?
Um, if it's going to be conducive to my bank account, yes, I will fight Keith Thurman. If it's going to benefit you, me and my living, of course.
For sure. Now, who do you want apart from Canelo and Lara? If you can't get them two, if neither of them two want to fight you, is there anyone else on your radar at the moment that you want to fight?
Carlos Molina,
Carlos Bloody.
Mayweather. Yeah, those two guys right there so far. Miguel Cotto. Who else is out there that's making some noise? Everybody that's making noise that has the belt, that's about to fight for a belt, is who I want to fight.
For sure. And I always want to ask you a little bit about your training, Demetrius. Now, you know, in terms of your boxing, you've got a very technical style. You say that's your father that's mainly trained you. You've trained for one fight with Virgil Hunter, and you credit your father with a lot. How did your dad teach you to become such a good Olympian? Such a good amateur fighter, and you know, and you've developed into a really good pro fighter as well. Technically, you're really good. Where did your father learn all this, and how's he passed it on to you? And can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's just something. Well, my dad never fought. You know, just studying the game and wanted to be a part of it. And you know, he opened up his own gym when I was about 4 years old. We was in a gym ever since. And he just learned and grew and grind and traveled with me and made this a part of his life because, one, his son wanted to do it, and two, he's going to do whatever his son wants to do in his world. So he also being into the sports and also a good father figure of taking the initiative to do these things, knowing, you know, there's no wealth, anything like that we was brought up in. So for him to, you know, be a father to two others, take care of bills, and able to get us to country to country, to state for tournaments and all that other stuff. And for me and him to, you know, get into a little problem and give Virgil or anybody in that position credit for what he did is something I'm not willing to do. And I'm willing to put everything aside to make me and my dad's relationship better, happier, and make it successful. Because we started from the bottom, and we gonna make it to the top.
God willing, brother. God willing. I feel Canelo's gonna beat Erislandy Lara, and I really feel like you and Canelo might fight each other. I mean, I know you're willing to take the fight. I think Canelo might be willing to take the fight. What weaknesses do you see in Canelo that you could expose?
I mean, you know, I can't. I'm not gonna say anything that you guys haven't seen. You already seen it. Him versus Mayweather. You already know. I'm bigger, I'm faster, I'm stronger, and pretty much I'm just do what I want to do in that boxing fight and have a good old time in there because he won't be able to keep up with me.
Yeah, for sure, I understand. What do you do in terms of? Do you do any strength and conditioning, Demetrius, or do you just keep it straight old school?
Nah, you know, I'm not no clown. I do strength and conditioning. I'm with and open-minded to do, you know, new things to see where I can elevate my body to. And I have a strength and conditioning, Sharik Mendes. His thing is called Hop Performance. Is in Massachusetts. And so, you know, and then he comes out to wherever I'm at, where training camp's at, and we go to work. On this fight specifically, we knew we needed to get stronger because, you know, with my fight with Vanez, I felt if I was stronger, I would have had him out with the punches that I was hitting him with. But, you know, I learned from that, and so we're focusing, and we're growing, and we're grinding to achieve to the highest point.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Demetrius, one final question I want to ask you. Now, obviously, you're a very technical fighter, and you've got a great pedigree, and you know you won a few from the United States, which is really doing a lot. Nowadays, you've got a lot of fighters from Russia. You've got fighters from Ukraine. You've got fighters from Cuba. You're coming from the US. So I want to ask, who's your biggest inspiration in boxing?
You know, I can't. I don't really have an inspiration in boxing. I like the Roy Jones, Sugar Ray Leonard. I like these guys, but my inspiration and just what motivates me is just knowing what my dad done to get me to this point, and what I gotta do for mine, and where I want to be, not just for me, but for my family years from now.
I really, really hope a lot of people hear that, and a lot of people go upon what you've said and act upon what you've said, because it's a real good thing what you said there, brother. Right, Demetrius, thank you very, very much for your time. I appreciate it, and may God give you all the success in the world, and looking to hopefully see you beat the best, and hopefully go up in the divisions and become, represent boxing in the US and take everybody out.
Yes. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. God bless you. And, I hope things go for well as you in the life, man.
I appreciate it. Do you want to give a shout out to your fans, Demetrius? Because you've got quite a few fans building in the UK as well now.
Yeah, shout out. Thank you for, supporting me, following me. You can follow me. Twitter is Boo Boo Boxing. The Instagram is Boo Boo, the letter A team, all together, Boo Boo A team. And Facebook is Demetrius Andrade. Stay tuned. I'm going to be the thing that's lit up from all the way in the top at night. If you don't know, that's a diamond in the sky. And please, I'm the people's champ, baby.
I like you, man. You got a fan in me, brother. Right, take care of yourself, Demetrius. Nice speaking to you, yeah?
All right. You too, man.
Nice one, brother. Take care.
All right.
See you, bye.